Hello and welcome to Solutions Hub. On today's tutorial, we are going to show you basic statistical functions in Excel. Right, good. So we have average, mean, mode for single, count, maximum value, minimum value, standard deviation, variance, the quartile and the percentile. Right, good. Now, what's an average? Average is just simply the mean of a range of numbers. Right. So for the average, we go with equal to, and then we have what our average, right? Good. So remember that there is always what autofilling or suggestion for you to just complete your function. So we have average, and then the average for the range of numbers. So we go from the spot height 1 down to the last spot height, right? Good. However, remember that after this your colon, after you have imputed your first cell, you use colon to impute what the last cell. So we are using B2 to B31, right? Good. So we hit enter. So this gives us what the average of this range of numbers, right? Good. Then the next thing is what the median. It returns the middle value, right? Good, in the data set. So we have equal to, we have what the median. So we have, it returns the median or the number in the middle. So we have that. And then remember we are doing B2, that's the first cell, and then we have colon B31, right? Good. So this is another way to impute your range manually if you don't want to start scrolling, right? Good. And you hit enter. So that's the median, right? Good. Then we have the mode, that's the most frequently occurring value in the data set. So we have equal to, we have a mode for single, so that's this, and then our range of data is from B2 to B31, right? And you see that our range of data has been highlighted. Then we have enter. So from the data set, they are telling us that 473 was repeated the most. So we have 473, we have 473 there, we have 473. Okay, I think it was even repeated more than 2 or 3 times. So that's how you get what the mode for your data set. The next thing is count, and then it counts the number of arithmetic values that you have in your range, right? Good. So we have equal to, and we use this other function called count. So we have count the number of cells in a range that contains numbers. So we have this, and then remember we are having what B2 down to B31, right? So we are having about 30 data points. So if we scroll down, we have seen what spot height 30, right? Good. So that's actually correct. Then the maximum value, it returns the highest, or maybe it gives you the highest values in what the highest value rather in a data set. So we go with equal to, we have max. It returns the largest value in a set of values, right? Good. It ignores logical values and text. So we click that, and then we have our B2 down to B31, right? So the maximum value is 490, right? Good. So if we look closely, okay, this 490, and then is there any other value that is higher than 490? No, right? Good. Then similarly, the minimum value returns the lowest value. So we still go with equal to minimum, and then we have this. Then we go from B2 down to what? B30. Then we hit enter. So it's telling us that the minimum value is what? 450, which means if we want to have a range, it will be the difference between the maximum and the what and the minimum, right? Good. So that's the range. Then we have the standard deviation. It estimates the standard deviation for a sample, right? Good. So measure of spread data. So we have equal to, we have ST, that's ST, then we are using what for sample, right? Good. So we move from our range of data from this point down to 30, right? Good. So that's the range, and we hit enter. So this is standard deviation of what our set of elevation values. Then we also come back to variance, and what does that do? It estimates the variance for a sample, right? Good. That's the square of standard deviation. So we have the variance.S, which is for your sample data, right? Good. and then our range of value is from this range of values from this to this, and we hit enter. So that's actually what the square of your standard deviation. Then the quartile, it actually divides your data set into 4 equal parts, right? Good. So how does it work? We go with equal to, and then we have our quartile, which is what inclusive, right? Good. We are starting from B2 to B31. Then what is the quartile value we are returning? So let's say we go with 0 first. That will return what? The minimum. So if you confirm, you see that we already have what? Value for minimum, right? Good. So if we come to this other empty cell and we still go with quartile, and then we want to use another quartile value, we are using inclusive, right? Good. So our range of data is from B2 to B31, which is this. Then the next thing is for us to use comma and then define what? Okay, there is even suggestions here. The first, which is 0, gives you the minimum value. When you use 1, it gives you the first quartile, which is the 25th percentile. If you use 2, it gives you the median value, which is the 50th. If you use 3, it gives you the third quartile, which is the 75th percentile. And then if you use 4, it gives you the maximum value. So since we have minimum and maximum value determined already, let us use okay, we also have median determined, right? Good. So now let us use 4 to see if it's going to return the maximum value as we have here, which is 490. So right, so let's put 4 there and we hit enter. So this now validates what our data that the maximum value is what? 490. So that's how quartile works, right? Good. It divides your data set into 4 equal parts, right? Good. Then we come back to the last one, which is percentile. So this also divides your data set. However, it divides your data set into 100 equal parts, right? Good. So we have equal to, we have the percentile inclusive, and then we highlight our range of data down to this point, and then we now give the percentile value. So let's say we need the 25th percentile. So 25 over 100 is actually 0.25, right? Good. So we now have 0.25. So now this 25th percentile actually is equal to the first quartile, right? Good. So okay, now let's use 50th percentile. So it will now give us the average. 50th is 0.5, which is 50 over 100, right? Good. So we now use that value to validate our median, right? Good. So you now see that the median is 468.30, and then the 50th percentile is what? 468.3. So this shows that if you want to use the percentile function, having highlighted your array of cell, you now know the percentile value you want to get. So it's actually having relationship with the quartile, right? Good. In that your 25th percentile is your first quartile, maybe your 50th percentile is what? The median, and then the 75th percentile is what? Your third quartile. So we have shown you using Excel how to carry out some basic statistical functions. We are going to see you on the next tutorial. If you like the video, do not forget to subscribe, and then you'll see more contents like this subsequently. Bye.